How did that make you feel hearing that news that more than likely you have a year to live?
Very sad at first, obviously, grieving the fact that I would not have more life, sad that I wouldn't be able to work for the Lord anymore, losing my family.
You know, as we've talked, you've shared that you have good days and bad days.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about the physical toll that this cancer is taking on right now.
I had a time when the pain was, you couldn't even endure it. They had given me morphine, they had given me the next level up, and I was still in pain. And that's where it really, you felt like giving up, because there just didn't seem any relief. My go-to response is to pray. Pray. God's not afraid of anything that I say, whether I'm sad, whether I'm hurting, whether I'm questioning, but God can be a very powerful part of your life, young, old. It's followed me, it's carrying me, it's going to get me through to heaven. It really is.
So tell us then, how has this diagnosis and this journey through diagnosis changed your personal relationship with God?
It's become much more intense and more definite, intentional. I look for opportunities, and I'm a little bolder. Of course, I'd have to have my treatments. That was extremely special because there were times when I would sit next to someone else having a treatment and we'd talk, and I got to pray with them in the middle of the clinic. And the Lord arranged it because the nurses all disappeared. There was no other patients. Stanley was one. And just sat down, talked to him a little, and said, "Can I pray with you? I have nothing to lose, and I would like people to gain everything. I don't want anyone to say on Judgment Day, to say that I knew Nancy and she didn't tell me about the Lord."
What has brought you comfort? What has brought you hope during this?
First of all, it's God in His scriptures. It's so rich now that it just, everything pops out at me and speaks to me. Second is my family, and that includes members of my family and the church family. It's overwhelming, the amount of warmth and love and care that people are willing to extend to me, and I feel really blessed and I'm grateful.
Let's talk about, you know, you have this, it's kind of like a finish line.
Yes.
And you've been running the race of faith.
Yes.
And you've been on this journey. As you think about death and the next part of life, how are you contemplating death?
A completion of a life, really. I've known the Lord since I was 7, but to be so actively involved in it through the years has gotten more and more, and so it's to finish, like you said, to finish the race. I don't think we really have a strong viewpoint of what heaven is. It is gorgeous. It's more than here. And when I look out and see nature, or I see good things or kind things people do, heaven's more than that. It's beyond my thinking. It has images and smells and sounds that are far greater and wonderful than here. So we might grieve for somebody that's gone, but don't worry about them if they've made heaven. They're doing great. Just join them. And that's what I want. I want to have a great get-together up there. And I want to see you and everybody else.